Hi, and today we'll be talking about quadratic functions. Basically, you're going to be solving quadratic functions for their actual answers. You guys already know how to do this, so I'm not going to go too much in depth into it. So if we had to solve something like this, x squared minus 4x equals negative 5. Okay, you could solve it pretty easily. So what you're doing is you're just basically solving this stuff. Now you could use a multitude of ways. You could solve by factoring, okay, which is pretty simple. Get everything over on the left side and then factor if you can. You can solve by factoring, solve by completing the square. I had to think about that for a second if there's another one between those two. You could solve by graphing, but here's the thing, it's not accurate. Okay, and I don't want you solving by graphing if you're getting decimals, so be careful about that. Or you could solve by quadratic formula. Okay, so you could solve by one of those four methods to actually work this way down. So if I work my way down, I get x squared minus 4x plus 5 equals 0. Okay, so what two numbers multiply to positive 5 but add up to negative 4? I can't think of any. So you can complete the square. Honestly, completing the square takes forever. So I'm just going to go ahead and do 2, 4, 1. I'm going to go ahead and put in everything so that we can actually do the quadratic formula. Now the reason why I'm doing the quadratic formula is to show you guys that you need exact answers. You can't get none of this decimal stuff and go, oh, that's it. You know, we want exact answers. Okay. All right, so we get everything across. Now the toughest part is right here, so this becomes 16 minus 20. Okay, and this is going to become 4, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 4 plus or minus, let me separate it a little bit so you guys can see it a little bit better, the square root of negative 4 over 2 . Okay, and if you notice, I'm going to have to, this is going to be imaginary, so this is 4, and it's going to be I root 2. Well, in actuality, shoot, that's not right. That's going to be 2I, because you can square root that. Okay, so that's going to be 4 plus or minus 2I on top, and then you're going to have the 2 on bottom. Okay, and so this is going to turn into 2 plus or minus I when you divide everything and simplify it down. So you're going to get two imaginary answers. And as you can see, trying to graph that would be totally out of the question. Sometimes graphing does help get the answer really fast, but unless you're getting whole numbers, graphing is not the best. Okay. Thank you very much. Have a great day. Bye.